found something in Walmart's freezer section that really intrigued me that I knew I needed to try out. So if you want to know how I used it to whip up this dinner for my family in under 15 minutes, then stay tuned. My husband is taking me out on a date tonight and we are leaving in less than 30 minutes, so I need to throw together something for dinner for the kids super fast. Could they whip up something for themselves super fast, like frozen waffles or ramen noodles or mac and cheese, or maybe heat up leftovers? Sure, yes. I have 3 teenagers and they are capable of preparing their own meals. But if I had them do that, we couldn't test out this new quick meal that I found at Walmart. I also found these fully cooked, like flame grilled chicken breasts in the deli area in my Walmart. And they're supposed to heat up in the air fryer in like 8 minutes, so we're gonna get those going first. They also have rotisserie chickens and even rotisserie chicken that's pulled off the bone in my Walmart, but these were rolled back to like $7.97 the day that I was in there shopping, so I thought we'd give them a try because I don't always like the rotisserie chicken that's already pulled off the bone. I don't know, the last 2 batches I've gotten, I just haven't cared for it. And since I'm looking for something fast, I don't wanna have to take the meat off the bone of a rotisserie chicken. So all I'm gonna do is pop these into the air fryer in a foil lined basket, and it does give a recommendation on the package for what to heat them up at, which I'm glad to know. That way I don't even have to guess. Little spritz of oil, little sprinkling, some extra seasoning, and then 375 for 8 to 10 minutes, so we'll go right at 9. I was walking through the Walmart freezer section the other day and saw this along with a few other frozen pastas from the Better Goods brand. This is the cacio e pepe celentani. So it's kind of similar to an Alfredo. If you know anything about cacio e pepe, it's usually made with pecorino romano. Just a really, you know, like rich, yummy pasta. And I'm just gonna follow the exact directions. It says just to pour it into a skillet with a little bit of oil and water and let it heat up for like 6 to 7 minutes. So, Mindy, where's your husband taking you on your date night tonight? Well, I'm glad you asked. First off, it's an exciting trip to our financial planner to open a solo 401k for me, because those are the things that we do when we're adults on date night. But then we're gonna go to dinner. So that's why I need to whip up something really quickly for just the kids, because we're gonna go out to dinner tonight. I would love to be able to make everything from scratch all the time, but I know that that just is not feasible for our family. And I am trying to just kind of re-normalize everyday life for an average family, at least for this average family, and just be honest about the things that we need in order to make it through in this season. And what I need occasionally is a few shortcuts. Over the years, I've shared a variety of these kinds of meals on my channel where I start with some convenience item, maybe something from the freezer or something that's already partially prepared, and then maybe add a few things to it to make it just a little bit more homemade, even though I feel like if we heat it up here, it is homemade. Okay, the pasta's looking pretty good, but it looks just a smidge runny, so I'm gonna put a little of that shaky canned Parmesan cheese in here and then turn the heat off and put the lid on and just let it kind of soak up some of that sauce. Shake, shake, shake. Stir, stir, stir. Lid on, stove off. All right. Now you just get nice and yummy in there, okay? And there are lots of scenarios over the years where these meals have come in handy. I mean, a lot of times it's just the schedule. It's nice to have a backup plan in case we're walking in the door later than expected and I haven't been able to get dinner going earlier in the day, like in the slow cooker. And sometimes I'm just a little fatigued and I want something quick and easy to throw together. There's no shame in that. And I don't know, I don't really consider using convenience items as like giving up as a homemaker. I actually think it's kind of smart, because have you noticed the price of fast food and takeout recently? I mean, wow. If this is the backup plan that keeps us out of the drive-thru more often than not, then I'm calling it a win. I'm also gonna whip up a little garlic toast to go along with these. And actually my kid's favorite kind of garlic toast just uses like leftover hamburger or hot dog buns. I'm telling you, these cheap hamburger buns, they are so soft and fluffy and they toast up under the broiler like super duper fast. I'm gonna show you a little trick though that I use to make buttering them really easy, and they come together quickly. I've got a few tablespoons of butter here, just in a microwave safe mug. So I'm gonna pop this into the microwave and melt it. My butter is melted, and I'm gonna add just a little sprinkling of garlic salt right in with the butter. And then I take a little silicone basting brush and I just baste the butter on like this. If you're wondering if 9 pieces of garlic toast is a little much for 3 teenagers, then you are underestimating just how much my teenagers love garlic toast. They'd probably eat just this for dinner if I had more of it, but this is what I have left. So we're gonna go with 9 pieces, which is 3 for each of them, which should be plenty. Finishing touch, some shaky can Parmesan cheese. And you're not doing your job if you don't get some of it all over the counter while you shake the shaky can. These are ready to go under the broiler. I'm gonna use the broiling function on my air fryer once my chicken is done cooking. They only take like 30 to 60 seconds, so don't leave them in there too long. Don't leave them under the broiler for too long. You'll burn it and then you'll be sad. I'm talking to myself because I've done that and they have burned and I have been sad. Okay, chicken is done. Those look pretty good. And they were fully cooked, they just needed to heat through. So I'm just gonna take these out and set them aside to cool off just for a few minutes while I make the garlic toast. Broil, we'll do 1 minute. All right, now don't you burn. Don't you dare burn, little toasties. I gotta say, this multifunction air fryer thing that I bought last year after we finished our kitchen renovation, I didn't buy a lot of new appliances, but this was one of the things that I replaced. And let me tell you, it has been worth every penny that I paid for it. It gets used almost every day, multiple times a day sometimes, and it has really come in handy in the summer because I can do stuff like this, like use the broiler function. I can also bake with it. I baked a cake the other day in there. I've baked bread in there without having to turn on like my double ovens and heat up the kitchen and sometimes even other rooms in the house because of the residual heat during these really hot months. Just about perfect. I actually let them in for 2 minutes. They needed 1 more minute in this particular little air fryer broil setting. Now, normally for a vegetable, I might just pick up a bagged salad kit, but I feel like salad is a little bit controversial and touch and go right now. So instead I did another one of my tricks for quick veggies, especially during the summer when it's hot. I just pick up a fresh veggie tray. You know, those are vegetables. Those count. This one was on clearance yesterday when I picked it up, $8.38. My kids like all of the vegetables that are in here except for the tomatoes. We're not big fans of fresh tomatoes, but broccoli, carrots, sugar snap peas, even celery, they will eat that, especially when they can dip it in ranch. And it's just so easy to just get this and open it up, you know, and let the kids pick what they want. And that's how we get our veggies in, you know, when I don't have a lot of time to cook something. And in fact, sometimes, especially if we've just gotten home and they're super hungry, I'll actually get this out first thing and they can snack on it and get their veggies in while I'm actually making dinner. I am going to try a bite of this, even though I'm going out to dinner later. I'm gonna try not to spoil my appetite, but I have to try it. Cacio e pepe is actually one of my favorite pasta dishes. If I see it on a menu when we go out to a restaurant, I'm almost always gonna order it. Yeah. But that's really good, especially for something that you just like put in a pan and heat up on the stove. Is it as good as from scratch? No, but will it do in a pinch? Absolutely, yes. I would definitely buy this again. Let's try a little bite of the chicken too. Yeah, I definitely like that better than the chicken that's already pulled off of the bone. I mean, I like rotisserie chicken, okay, but I think the flavor of this is so much better. If I can get ahead of myself and make chicken in the crock pot to shred up, then okay, but actually this was really good and it took like 8 minutes to heat up. I gotta say, I really like these chicken breasts. I really like these. I'm gonna buy these again for lunch prep. Since they're already cooked, like I don't have to heat them up to slice them up and put them in things like sandwiches or wraps or salads once it's okay for us to eat salad again. I think these could come in really handy for that purpose, so I'm gonna buy those again because it's way easier than trying to grill chicken, and it's definitely better for like sandwiches and things like that than making shredded chicken. When I am looking for quick heat and eat meals like this in the freezer section, I'm usually looking for the options that do not have meat already in them. For some reason, I think that's where it goes wrong for me with the frozen heat and eat meals. So when I saw this one, there was also a lemon fettuccine version and a few other options in the Better Goods brand that don't have the meat already in them. I knew that I had to try this because I prefer to do what I did and actually just add the protein that I like and that I want and that I know we will eat to the dish, because this is the thing that usually is the most labor intensive. So I'm so glad that I discovered this, because I will definitely be picking up some of these to keep in my freezer. This was a winner for me. When I am looking for quick convenience items for shortcuts, I'm typically looking for something that will feed more than 1 to 2 people, because it seems like a lot of the shortcut options, especially from the freezer section, are like individual servings. I'm looking for options that we will actually like, that taste good, that I will actually purchase again. I also want something that is not going to take very long. It's not a convenience to me if I still have to do as much work as if I were whipping something up from scratch. This little meal tonight probably took me less than 15 minutes. I could probably throw it together in under 10 minutes if I wasn't, you know, chatting with you guys and moving the camera around. I'm also looking for options that end up being cheaper than takeout, and let's face it, these days that's not too hard of a mark to hit. I spent just over $24 on the ingredients that I used to make this meal. If I was making it for my entire family, all 5 of us, instead of just my 3 children, I would just get another bag of the frozen pasta. So that would bring it to around 30 bucks or so to feed my entire family this super fast meal. We don't really have a fast food Italian option in our area, so the closest thing I could find to compare that to for price is Olive Garden. And I was pretty shocked when I looked at what the prices are now for Olive Garden. I would have 2 options to create a similar meal to the one that I just made here very quickly. And that is either to purchase a pan of chicken fettuccine Alfredo that is supposed to feed 4 to 6 people for about $65. It was $64.99. But that does not include the salad and the breadsticks. You'd have to pay $24.99 to get like a family size salad and breadsticks. So what is that? I mean, you'd be looking at like 90 bucks before tax and tip. And honestly, just ordering the entree, which would come with salad and breadsticks, isn't that much better. Right now, at least when I checked online at my local Olive Garden, it's $20.49 per entree. So yeah, I definitely think I am coming out ahead by just running into the grocery store and grabbing this, you know, handful of items to feed my family for around 30 bucks, especially since it really didn't take me that much effort or time to throw this together. After 20 years as a homemaker, I've stopped expecting every single meal to be impressive or to be gourmet. I am not a culinary trained cook. I don't pretend to be one. Even though I'm here on YouTube, I don't have my eye on, you know, like a cooking show on the cooking channel. I'm not that kind of cook. I'm just kind of your standard issue mom here trying to keep her family fed. Hopefully, if you are a homemaker, you are finding all of the things that work for you and for your family. But for me, having a few things like this in the freezer that I can easily dress up with just a few added ingredients is being prepared. It's helping keep my family out of the drive-thru on some nights, and it's keeping us all fed, so I'll take it. I will link a couple of videos in the description box below that have some other shortcut meals that I've made over the years where I use convenience items if you're interested. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, where maybe I taste test, try out something new, a new product that can save us some time, let me know, leave me a comment. YouTube thinks you might want to watch this video next, and if so, I'll see you there.